Hey folks, what up? So, there's a little disclaimer before this video. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. I've listened to D&D podcasts, I have watched D&D TV shows, I have watched so much D&D stuff, and I've never actually played it. And instead of playing like a real full version of a D&D campaign, I wanted to bring it to you guys in a way that was entertaining and fun. So, this is my answer to that. It's called the Chrysler Crusade, which I know is a stupid name, but we're rolling with that. I apologize if this video quality is a little bit less than what you're used to, but this is a new series and we don't have yet a bunch of cameras and stuff yet, so I think in the next couple weeks though we're trying to do that, so hopefully the quality and the sound quality will drastically improve in the future. Before we get going here, I'd also like to thank Andrew, Deshawn, and Lucas for helping me put this together. Guys, you are awesome, and without you guys taking time out of your lives to do this, this series could never be a thing. So thank you very much, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hey folks, what up? So, this is a brand new thing that we are doing. We're gonna try this out. It might be not good, but maybe it will be good, and hopefully it's the latter. This is called the Chrysler Crusade. So basically, we're going to be playing a role-playing game that uses dice to determine randomness. And there are a bunch of simple rules. This is not Dungeons & Dragons, although it might seem similar, but we have bastardized it so much that it is no longer Dungeons & Dragons. My name's Noah Chrysler. I'm going to be your game master.
I'm Andrew King, and I am Darwin the Druid.
I'm Deshawn Surrey, and I am Brimlock Silverbeard the Dwarf.
I'm Lucas Jordan, and I am Charles Jameson the Human.
So each one of our characters has a little bit of a backstory, so I'm just going to let them do backstories one at a time. Andrew, you want to
Yeah, so I am a dragonborn, which means I'm like basically half human, half dragon looking thing. My first memory was being alone in the forest. I never knew my family, and I learned social skills from watching people from the forest because they were afraid of me and I could never go into town. So I eventually learned how to shapeshift into animals to then get more of a social impact with people, and the first person I ever really had a relationship with was Lucas's character, Charles over here. He took me in and as a friend and was not afraid of me, and he taught me how to read. But now my part of the forest, which I watch over, has been taken over by a massive creature that I cannot fight alone, and I must find the power to defeat this creature.
So, Brimlock Silverbeard, I used to be nobility, and I was exiled because I was framed, and I'm trying to find the person who framed me. I was exiled into the forest for the wilderness for freaking years. I was 30, I was exiled for 80 years, and then I went crazy because I was just gone and I didn't have any contact with anybody. A wizard comes by, a human wizard actually, I feel indebted to humans because of it. A human wizard comes by, he restores my memory. And the first thing I think is, oh, I'm lost, I need money and I need to do stuff. So I find the nearest village and I start fighting in gladiator fights and stuff like that and win money.
I'm Charles. I'm a human being. I've worked at a shop, lockpick shop, for about 10 years. I have a nice life going on, and at the age of 25, in this time period, it's about halfway through my life, so I'm having a midlife crisis. And I seek out my friend, the half-dragon person, looking for some kind of adventure to fill my meaningless lockpicking life with.
I got shit for you to do if you want to help me out.
Sweet, so that's actually where our story is going to pick up. So, let's part the veil of reality here and go on into our first setting here.
Insert sound effects.
Sweet, so Deshawn, you are in this fighting ring, okay? And you are fighting this big old burly looking mother dude person, right? Okay, so this is a bar. Andrew and Lucas, you guys are looking for an adventure. I'm sorry, I'm going to use your character names. What is your character name?
Darwin.
Darwin?
Brimlock.
Charles. Alright, so Darwin and Charles, you guys are out for a night on the town hoping to find some riffraff. In this bar, there are a couple of crunchy looking dudes over here, right? So there's 4 dudes over here. These guys are just kind of sitting on these benches. And then also there is a bartender. Just a bunch of random people in here. They're sitting on benches and they're having a revelrous old time, drinking ale. And so you guys come on in, and this is kind of the shady part of town too. So this is kind of a grungy bar. Darwin, you took Charles into this bar just to kind of find some adventure, right? So you guys can basically do whatever you want. I'm gonna kick it off with you guys, and then Deshawn will follow you a little bit. So what do you guys want to do?
All right, so I'm telling you, there has to be someone in this bar who knows how to defeat a big monster.
All right. I'm up for big monster fighting. I've never fought a big monster before.
Well, I'm telling you, this thing is massive.
I'm okay with this. I'll take down a big monster. I don't
Charles,
care.
I don't think you understand. This thing like shot fire. We need to find out how to stop this thing.
You know what? Fine. I think I can handle it, but if it would make you feel more comfortable, then I guess we could look for some help. How about those guys at the table over there? They look real nice.
Alright, so you guys probably stroll over here.
Yeah, let's talk to these gentlemen.
Oh, hello, what's up? How's it
Oh,
going?
shit, he's old.
I'm gonna whisper in. I think he's too old to fight something that shoots fire.
Yeah, no, he didn't look nearly this old when I came over.
And he's kind of pissed off. He's like, I can hear you, you know.
Wait, can he hear us?
He can hear you. Alright, so over here, this fight in the fighting ring. Let's see how it's going for Deshawn. So basically the way rolls in combat are going to work. There is going to be a roll of a d20. A d20 is a die with 20 sides on it. And basically, whatever character makes, it tries to perform an action that involves combat or some action that changes the world in any way, we're going to roll a d20 to determine if that action succeeds or fails. A 1 is a critical failure, something catastrophically bad happens. A 20 is a critical success, which is really good. And then a 10, basically that's like the halfway point. If it's higher than a 10, then it succeeds. If it's lower than a 10, it doesn't succeed. So, for Deshawn, this guy is attacking you, so he's gonna roll this, and we'll see how it goes for him. So you are just destroying this dude in the ring right now.
He rolled a 2.
He rolled a 2. He is bleeding out, and you've slugged him so hard that
That's usually how it goes. That's usually how it goes.
he's on the ground. He lost a bunch of his teeth. You slugged him so hard in the jaw, all of his teeth are starting to fall out. Right? They fly across the ring. You see these guys. They start kind of there's a fence enclosing this fighting ring, and they kind of start getting up on the fence, and they're kind of pissed off, and so they come over the fence, and they start to brandish their weapons.
Oh, no.
Do we notice this?
Yeah.
We take notice?
Yeah, you guys take notice. I mean, everybody literally in the whole bar just turns. And they're just like, what is happening in the bar?
Oh, I fall over.
Yeah, you fell down.
Those old 25-year-old bones.
Yeah. Oh, my.
I think we're going to roll for initiative. Sound good?
Yeah.
Sounds
Sweet.
good.
So the way initiative works is basically everybody rolls a d20, and whoever gets the highest, they go first, and whoever gets the lowest, they go last, and it goes in that order. So sweet.
Wait,
Yeah.
are we all just in a fight right now?
Do you guys not want to enter the fight? You don't have to.
I whispered, hey, let's see how this guy does in battle. Maybe.
Yeah, no, let's just hang back.
Let's just hang back.
Let's see how he does.
Just hang back and
Hearing
watch
that?
me.
I could
Hearing
take them on.
I want to literally turn into a fly in the wall. Can I turn into a fly and just land on this wall and watch?
Yes. Yes, you
Alrighty.
can. Roll a d20. So Andrew is a druid, and his ability is that he can shift into other animals. And the way he does that is he rolls a d20, and depending on that roll, it determines the quality of the animal that he's shifting into.
Yeah.
And right now, everybody's level 5, so he can shift into, basically imagine anything that's a dog size or below.
2.
It's a 2, okay.
So I shift, but not into the intended animal.
Okay, so you're shifting, and there's wings that just kind of sprout from your back, and your whole skin is just kind of doing it looks like there's bugs crawling under your skin, right? Or I mean, what do you tell me what it looks like? Is that kind of what it looks like?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. But eventually, I'm gonna shift into something.
Yeah. So Andrew, you're kind of over here on the wall, you're trying to shift. So you're a fly, and
I do turn into a fly.
You're a fly, but you kind of suck.
Like a really big fly.
A big
like
fly,
a very
yeah.
noticeable.
Not
fly.
a stealthy
This
fly.
isn't a fly.
And he kind of has cataracts, and you can't really see.
Cataracts on your 17 million eyes.
And
each
you
one
fly,
has-
but you have kind of a limp wing, and you kind of fly in a circle.
You're just circling. And
You're literally just asking to be
I'm
swatted.
just this was a bad swap.
This guy, he stays back here. He's still on the bench.
Is
He's
he
just
the
kinda
boss?
Well, you don't know that. Do you want to see if he's the boss or not?
Yeah, let me proceed with my shitty cataracts fly out.
Sweet. So do you
Can
want
I want to try to proceed.
You have cataracts, so you get a -5 to all your rolls.
Alright, then I got a 6.
Okay.
What do I see?
So you got a 6, because you got an 11 with a -5 because of his cataracts. You see that this guy, you just vaguely can make out that this guy is he's scrawny and he looks kind of young. But you realize that these men in the ring, they're giant pig men. They're not giant, but like they're beefy dudes. You know those guys from Jabba's palace in Star Wars? The pig
We got the
men?
Jabba guards.
Yeah. They're
Okay.
basically the Jabba guards, except they're just like they look like big pot-bellied pigs, and their faces are. Some of them have tusks and stuff.
Yeah.
And they kind of drool.
Oh god, I gotta beat all 3 of them?
Yeah, and you gotta beat all 3 of them.
Oh.
But this guy, he's like thinner than the rest. He's still a pig guy, but like he's just kind of like scrawny. But he looks kind of nimble, and you're not really sure about him. So
All right, so I'm gonna yell that back to Charles. Like,
As a fly?
this is what I see.
so he hears. Bzz, 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 bzz.
God, he's so annoying. Alright.
This guy goes first, then this guy, then Andrew, then Lucas, then Deshawn, then this dude. This is my first time DMing anything, so if I do a terrible job, that's why.
Snaps for Noah.
Hey.
Darwin, then it's
Charles.
Charles. I hate you guys so much.
Darwin Charles.
He named me actually.
Grimlock.
So basically, the way damage works is the bigger and more powerful your weapon, the bigger die you can roll, like a D12. So like maybe somebody has like a really big weapon or like a really big two-handed broadsword, right? That might be a D12. If somebody has like a small knife, it might be a D4. If somebody has like a one-handed sword, it might be a D8 or a D6. So basically, that's how we're gonna roll for damage. So this guy, he comes at you, Deshawn. He's out for blood, okay, and like he's so he tries to he has a sword and he takes a swing at you, and that's an 11. So he hits you and you take 1d6 damage, and that's 2 damage.
Okay.
So
That's fine.
also our characters, they both have about 20 health points, and you, Lucas, you have like what?
19.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
all
we got
3 of
that.
us have about 20. So I have
Okay.
21, he has
20.
20, and he is 19.
Next is this guy. Also, let's talk a little bit more about our backstory. So Andrew, your character is a druid, and you've learned to transform into these different animals. How?
I found this book, which is this enchiridion of animals that will help me shapeshift. It has a whole bunch of them, and it even has some legendary mythical creatures that I want to be able to learn how to change into, so I can eventually take back my part of the forest.
You guys, Lucas, or not Lucas, but Charles and Darwin, I hate you both. You guys have been studying this book, right? So Lucas, you're actually in possession of this book right now. You're
Oh,
a fly
really?
on the wall. But yeah, so you're currently in possession of this book. This dude, he sees that this is going down. He's identified both of you guys because you guys look like, you say you never back down from a challenge, right?
Oh yeah.
So like
I'm
you're
going
kinda-
through a midlife crisis and I have to prove that I'm still hip and young and able to do things that I obviously can't do at the ripe old age of 25.
I love it. He's like, okay, he sees that, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna try to screw with that guy. Andrew, he's also pointed out you because you were like a fly on the wall. So, he is
Yeah,
nimble. He's gonna roll. He gets plus 10. Oh my god.
You get the plus 10?
He gets a plus 10
For what?
because for the sake of the
just-
plot. He's like very nimble, and you can tell that he's been trained how to do this. So, so he does get a plus 10. So he rolls a 2, which admittedly is not that great. So he nimbly does like he jumps off the fence, right? He does kind of some like a flip over the fence, right? He sprints out, and he's also gonna roll again. He's gonna use his second action to thief from you, and he does get a plus 10.
What?
So he's gonna try to steal the book. All right, so he gets a
Ooh, got
19.
thief from a thief?
So he snags the book from you, Andrew's spell tome that teaches him how to transform into different creatures. And because he got a 19, he
Okay.
sprints out the door and down the hall, or down the alley.
So,
Okay.
so
With
you
the
guys
book.
gotta leave me to fight. Stop.
Well, I mean, they don't have to leave. So that guy's pieced
I
out.
have to.
He's got Andrew's spell tome.
I see this and I kind of just puke in my little fly mouth.
Oh no!
And I'm just like, ah, my book!
Stuck as a fly.
Oh no!
I'm not stuck.
I know.
I can change
Yeah,
It'd
that.
be the worst.
That would literally be the worst. You gotta work with fly Darwin for forever.
Next, this guy attacks. So he's gonna again swipe you, Deshawn.
So wait,
for,
is he unreachable?
No, these guys are all reachable.
No,
too.
no, the guy who ran.
Oh yes, he's unreachable.
I'm just thinking,
That
I'm not
was-
chasing after him. I'm going to just pretend that shit didn't happen.
Okay.
I was gonna say, he ran fucking fast.
Yeah, he's gone basically. Okay, so this guy gets a 15 against you, so he succeeds, and he is holding some sort of two-handed axe, similar to
Okay,
yours.
Something big, yeah.
Yeah. So he rolls a d8 and it hits for you 7 points. 7 points of damage.
Alright, down to 12.
And
Well,
what's your overall?
My overall is 12. My overall is 21.
Okay, so you are almost bloody. Bloody is when you get below half, right?
Yeah.
So now it is Darwin's turn. Darwin,
Alright.
what do you do?
So I'm gonna basically I'm gonna try to turn into a different creature.
Okay.
So I'm gonna turn into a parrot
Okay.
so I can talk.
I love it.
Alright, so I'm gonna turn into a parrot.
What do you get?
Free! Oh my god, I'm getting shit.
Turns into a worse
So
fly.
you're a parrot, but you're very dull colored and
Okay.
it's just very you look like a turd. And you talk, but you talk with a British accent.
Okay.
And it's Cockney though, so it's hard to understand you. Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna perch on his back.
All right.
And
You're on Deshawn's back.
Yeah, and then
or
Bro.
Rimlock. Rimlock's back.
And I'm gonna start trying to heal him.
Okay.
With so I have to be touching them to heal them. And
So yeah, Andrew also has a special ability where if he touches another party member or anybody in the universe, he can heal them for
1d6 of damage.
1d6 of damage. So
but I have to say the words "By the mother, heal these wounds."
So say that.
All
And
right.
you're like a Cockney parrot.
What is Cockney?
It's like, oi!
Alright. By the mother, heal these wounds.
I love it.
The gods are confused.
The gods are very confused. Please.
Oh, you get 1 point.
Deshawn gets 1 point of health back.
I'm at 13.
So yeah, Charles, it is your turn.
I'm gonna use my bow against who's the next one to go against? I'll shoot him. Fine.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're gonna shoot him with your bow, which is 1d6.
1d6.
If
which
you-
is this one.
If you find some vantage point,
You have to
this
roll
round,
20.
then you might have better.
I'll stand on that table right there.
Jumps
Okay,
on
how
the
do you do it?
table.
I leap in a heroic fashion onto the table.
You leap up onto the table, and you got an 8. Now, what's your dexterity modifier? So the way modifiers work is really confusing, and we're gonna explain it in this cutaway clip that we're gonna film later.
Hey.
There it is.
And we're back.
We're back.
That's
Hey,
not-
welcome back.
Nothing happened.
Hey guys, I'm actually on vacation right now, so I'm going to try to explain this very quickly. Each of our characters has a character sheet, right? And on that character sheet, their character has a list of values that represent their character's class strengths, right? So we have vitality, perception, charisma, strength, dexterity, wisdom, and magic. Now, for each one of these values, our players have rolled a d6, right? A die with 6 sides on it. They did that 7 times, right? So for those 7 rolls, they then plugged those values into their stats. A 5 is the cutoff point. Anything below 5 is going to have a negative effect. Any skill that they have with a below 5 is going to have a negative effect when they try to complete an action using that skill. Any skill with above 5 is going to have a positive effect. Let's say I have a charisma of 7 and I'm trying to convince somebody something, right? So if I was trying to make a bluff or whatever, then I would roll the d20, and if my charisma was 7, then I would say 7 minus 5 is 2, right? Because 5 is the cutoff point, is the midpoint. So I would add a +2 to my d20 roll. And let's say I rolled a 9, right? With the d20, +2 is now 11. So now what was a failure is now a success. That's basically how our modifiers are going to work. It's very simple, and that's the idea. The idea is that it's so simple that it's fast. You know, we want fast and simple. So that's the idea of this system.
My dexterity modifier is 6.
Okay,
So you get a +1, right? Is that-
So you get a +1.
Yeah.
Because of that. Yeah, you bring out your bow, man, because you're using your bow. If you guys are using your weapons, you have to. Also, it's combat, so.
Oh, darn it.
Hold on, do it during your turn. Okay, so you
Alright, good.
fire your bow, and you miss this dude, but it like ricochets, and it kind of gets trapped in his legs,
Okay.
and he's also about to attack, so it kind of disrupts his attack, and he does fall down. You don't do any damage.
But he trips. And
He
he
killed the
stacks.
bar guys. So
Oh,
yeah, he
I
trips.
love them.
He trips,
Okay.
but you don't do any damage to him.
So he gets a penalty to his rolls.
Yeah, so he's incapacitated this turn. He's getting up. So.
I yell out very loudly, this foggy room, this, it's all the fog in this room.
Were you pre-gaming before we came to this bar?
Deshawn, I believe it's your turn.
Praise! Oh my
Alright.
gosh.
But it's
So hold on.
combat, Deshawn.
Oh my gosh.
So every time Deshawn's character enters combat, he has to put on his helmet.
The worst helmet. Alright. Don't look at me
He
like that.
dons his helmet
Alright.
and
I
enters.
grab my axe
I love it.
and I go to attack the incapacitated guy.
Okay. So I guess for this fight, your axe is kind of strapped to your back. So you want to attack this guy?
Yeah, I do,
Okay.
because he's on the ground, it'll help me out.
Okay,
Oh,
sweet. So
shit,
yeah,
shot.
that's gonna give you like probably a +3 to your roll. So roll a. Oh, also you are using your strength modifier too, right?
I am using my strength modifier, and I have strength of 6, which
So it's a
means
+1. So it's a +4 to your roll. So roll for your success. So that's a 16
20.
plus 4 is 20. It's not a crit, but
It's
it
not
is
crit,
really good.
very good.
So yeah, you roll
you hit
double
him.
damage. Why not? 'Cause
Double
you
damage?
You got a 20.
Alright, so where's the
So
D8? I think
D8.
this is-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a D8.
Alright, sweet. So, double
He's
damage.
incapacitated.
2.
So you've got a 2.
4 damage.
So 4 damage.
No, double. I mean, roll
Oh,
again.
double.
Two D8s. I'm sorry.
Okay, 2.
And a 5. So he
7.
is at. He is bloody.
You messed him up, and I'm just on your shoulder like, good job.
So
good job.
Good job.
So what happens is like, or maybe you want to describe your attack. So like he's on the ground, right? You kind of shove this guy out of the way, and you go to attack this guy.
Alright.
Could you want to describe how you attack him?
Well, I take my axe and I swing it all the way above my head, come down as hard as I can.
And you just
Yeah.
you kind of like lop off like one of his arms.
Yeah,
And he's a pig, so he's like. So he
Sweet.
uses his turn, and he's just kind of bleeding into the ground and not very happy.
Yeah.
Next, this bad-looking Mo is going to also you're still on his back, so
Yes.
he's going to look at this parrot, and he's kind of like, what is that? What is that? And he just takes his hand, his big meaty mitt, and he just goes to crush you, and he just like try to crush you in his hand.
So he's gonna try to grapple me, so you gotta roll for him to grapple me.
Yeah. So here we go. 19. Fuck. So he takes you into his hand, and you take some damage because he's like squeezing you. So you take 1d6 of damage.
I'm
5.
I'm a little poopy parrot.
You're a poop parrot. You have very fragile wings. So you take 5 damage, and then you also take 1 ongoing damage every turn that he holds you. Okay.
Is that for
Yeah.
everyone's turn?
That's his turn.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
yeah. And you poop a little bit.
Did you
before-
poop
Yeah.
on him?
I pooped a little
Wait,
bit.
roll to poop on
Yeah,
him.
can I roll poop? Alright.
Alright, rolling for poop.
All right, 5. So you try to pinch out a turd, and you can't. Like you.
It's a little fart.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's a little poopy parrot
A little
fart.
feather.
Oh god, no.
And now it's this guy's turn.
You
So
rolled a 20 though.
I know.
this guy
That
is going to
epic
attack
shit.
you, Deshawn. So he's going to swing his two-handed axe at you, Deshawn,
Okay.
to do another d8 of damage. He gets a 1.
Crit
So
fail.
he.
He hits his boy over here, huh?
yeah, he does.
Yes.
He goes to swing at you. You quickly dart out of the way, and he attacks his buddy for 1d8 of damage. And it's a 3.
Does it
So-
knock me out of his hand?
Roll a d20 see if it knocks you out. A 9.
Oh,
It
Doesn't.
doesn't.
So sweet. So this guy's gonna take 3 damage. The guy that's holding you, Darwin. I believe it's your turn.
Cool. Alright, I'm just gonna turn into a porcupine right in his hands.
Oh, I love it.
Alright.
That's cool.
Oh, can I re-roll?
Yeah. All right, a 10.
10.
So you do. You turn into a porcupine, and
It's successful, but I'm kind of mangy.
yeah. So you're a porcupine, but like for all intents and purposes, you're a porcupine. You're nothing special, but you're kind of like halfway between a porcupine and a hedgehog.
Aww.
No, that's if.
That's
I mean-
adorable and awful.
Just like a small porcupine. Does that work?
Okay. Yeah.
All right, sweet.
As
So
long as
you're-
I have quills.
Yeah, no, you got quills. You got quills for days.
All right.
So yeah, so he takes a d4 of damage right off the bat, and then you also get another attack. So you can attack if you want to.
3.
So he takes 3 damage.
All right, and I'm guessing that he drops me because of that, right?
Yes, he does.
All right, and
So
then
you're no
I'm
longer being held.
literally just gonna jump at him with my spikes rearing straight towards his crotch.
Okay. Can you roll a d20?
Oh.
To his balls?
Yeah, to his balls.
So a 9.
9.
So you. Oh,
Should I
but
add a
you.
modifier?
Yeah, add a
Should I-
modifier to it.
Which modifier?
You tell me how you
Probably
would
this.
describe it. Describe it.
So I'm literally just gonna like jump and spin because my spikes are at my ass end.
Okay, sweet. So what's your
Alright,
dexterity
so
modifier?
-2.
Minus
Oh!
2.
Because I have a 4, because you said a 5 is neutral. Well, actually no, it's -1.
Minus 1.
Okay.
So you miss, and you kind of like sail past him a little bit. You kind of like go straight through his legs, and
He sticks into this, Sean, doesn't he? Oh
Stop.
no.
he doesn't stick into Deshawn.
Grimlock.
And like,
Grimlock.
Brim.
and you
Brim.
notice that like a couple of your quills did get kind of trapped in his legs, so he gets a -1 to his next roll. He also took 3 damage, right, because of your attack.
Was that your character correcting me, or was that you correcting me? Just across the bar.
Grimlock!
Grimlock!
Charles, I think it's your turn.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna use this bow again. I'm gonna take another shot at whatever gentleman was just holding my friend Darwin.
Okay.
My boy
So
Darwin.
this guy right here,
Yeah.
and you're gonna shoot a bow at him?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Do I use, well, that was a dexterity modifier, yeah?
Yep.
Alright.
So it's a 1.
Oh, I shoot myself!
Well, you attempt to shoot this guy over here. You pull the bow back, and you let go, and you hit this porcupine-looking bow.
Oh no.
And
You lost my book and you shot me. Thank you.
because of that, his quills kind of eject because you scared him, and like none of them miraculously hit this guy, but they go into one of your eyes.
Oh my gosh.
They just sail out into one of your eyes. You have a -1 to your next roll, and you roll a d6 for damage against Andrew.
Oh,
It's a 1. Okay, not bad.
That's not bad. I hate that I have to wear this helmet the entire time.
I like scratched my little porcupine's foot.
I have to wear this hat.
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
time.
It just kind of glances off. Sweet.
Yeah, I know. It's bad.
All right, Brimlock, it's your turn.
Alright, cool.
And this guy is stood back up by now.
Alright, sweet. I'm gonna finish that guy. I'll beat his ass.
This guy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He
He's
is on
bloody.
death's door. He is more than bloody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
So okay, you're gonna finish him off.
I want to, so I want to do it. Alright, wait, what? Can you not? So I'm gonna swing my axe in a horizontal fashion.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sword
right
side.
at his neck. Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Oh, sweet.
16. So yeah,
Plus
you do it.
1 strength.
Yep. Sweet. So 17. So you chop his head off and roll for damage.
If I'm 2, yes!
6. All right.
Nice.
His head falls off and explodes into pig guts, and he just.
I feel like you might have even hit him on the broad side of the axe. You just
Yes.
gulped his head off of his head. It's like 4.
Lines up the shot.
Bye-bye.
Absolute silence.
As he's getting up, just like.
I love it.
Absolute
His
silence.
head turns
Oh.
into meatloaf,
Absolute silence.
and he is dead right here. So we're gonna take his
He
little
turns
stand
into
away.
meatloaf.
Yeah, he turns into meatloaf.
Like the singer?
My stomach rumbles.
With a porcupine quill in your eye. It's like, I could really go for
I
some
could go
food.
for some meatloaf right now.
Now it's this boy's turn, and he, with his sword, is going to attack the porcupine that just tried to quill his hand. Well, he's got quills in his hand still, so he rips those out quick. And
You said he's also like got some in his legs.
he's got some in his legs, so he's taking a -1 to his success roll.
Did I take damage when I got that porcupine?
He didn't take damage. but,
Okay,
like,
it's just going to affect how I can see.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like a
alright.
needle. It's like a needle, just kind of like acupunctured around your eye. It's not in your eye. but it's like
It's really foggy in this room, you know.
yeah.
It is.
I was
It's
a
foggy in
smaller
this room.
porcupine.
And now you have porcupine in here. Porcupine.
Yeah. So this guy's pissed off. He's turning around. He looks at Andrew, and he's going, or I'm sorry, Darwin, and he's going to swing his mighty sword for a 10,
that
which
it?
hits you.
It's like normal.
It does.
That does?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
It's
pretty
a
standard
standard
hit.
Sweet, and it's a D6.
6 was
D6.
the sword, yeah.
Yes. So you take 1d6 of damage, which is a 4.
10 health.
You're at 10 health, so you're bloodied. So now it is this guy's turn. He is spry as ever, and
Dead.
he sees that you have just murdered one of his closest friends.
I chopped his head off. Turned
Yeah.
it into roast beef.
Do we get
Turning
some
into meatloaf.
backstory on his closest friend?
What?
I want to hear their friendship. I want to hear.
I mean, they
their
were just really tight. They just
Roll
did
for
pig things
perception.
together.
Wow.
They rolled in slop a lot.
Can I roll for
Did it?
perception on knowing their backstory?
No, you can't. Not right now, because he attacks before you can really do that. Ooh, and he does a 3, so he just this guy is kind of drunk. He's been at the bar for a little bit.
Stumbles.
Tripped
And he
over
just-
the dead guy.
Yeah, he attempts
There
to
were
attack
some-
you. He attempts to attack you, and he just kind of stumbles, and then it has a negative effect too. So he again falls down one more time, and
Shoot,
yeah.
more for me. Hacking people.
Sweet. So Darwin, it's your turn.
Yes.
Sweet. Okay, so I guess I'm going to turn back into a human,
Okay.
and then with one hand I'm gonna,
Human.
or my dragon, thank you for catching me.
You are.
Silverbeard. Sorry, can I just call you Silverbeard?
Yes.
Mr. Silverbeard?
Mr. Silver.
All right, Mr. Silverbeard, thank you. I'm gonna, with my left hand, cast the healing spell, and then with my right hand, take out my dagger, and I say, by the mother, heal these wounds, and then
So there's a
If I
couple
can't.
rules that have to happen there.
All
So
right,
one, you have
that's
to,
what I'm gonna try.
you can turn back into a human at will, so you do that, or a dragonborn at will. So you do that. Then roll for
Healing?
No, you can heal. Yeah, you have to heal. So how many points of damage do you do?
Three. So,
Okay.
So I'm back to 13.
So not
not bloodied anymore.
Sweet.
And then, so then I should probably roll
Then,
D20
yeah,
for
D20 for an
if
attack.
I lunge at him with my
With your knife.
fucking four.
So
was that dexterity?
you tell me.
Well, okay. I'm gonna say it's a -1 to that, so it's a 3. So
Oh,
I guess
no.
I miss. I guess I lunge at him and miss.
Yeah, you lunge at him and miss, and again you kind of trip. So you're kind of next to this dude, and you're just kind of on the ground in the dirt.
Let's hope I know which one to hack down.
All right, Charles, it's your turn.
All right, so I've been hanging back a while. I'm feeling, I'm honestly a little jealous of everybody actually hitting things. So I'm going to take a running leap off of this table whilst shooting an arrow
That's amazing.
in
okay.
order to get more into this battle.
You get a +2 because like it's awesome. Do you shout anything?
Yeah, I just shout. I go, ah!
Midlife!
Ah! All right.
And everybody else.
3. So +2 is 5. So you just kind of shout and you're like ah! And you fall and you like hit your head on the fence and like you're just on the ground. Perfect.
What's with these bad rolls?
We all pre-gamed.
Yo, apparently, I'm hacking people to death and y'all just, oh,
I'm acting drunk as, like really drunk. I'm gonna post
Wait.
about this later.
Oh my
Did you do the -1 back when you hit me? Would that have turned it since it was a 10?
All right, take those 4 damage.
Cut this part!
All right, we're cutting this part. Now it is the dead guy's turn, and he's dead, so he's not gonna do much.
That's good.
The axe guy,
Does he have to roll for anything? The dead guy?
no, he's meatloaf.
He's meatloaf.
Yeah.
It's a roll for being tasty.
Yeah.
Alright.
Wait, hold on. It's
He's
not your
got
turn
an
yet.
18
For being
tastiness.
tasty.
His
Yeah.
head is like super tasty. We're gonna nom on that
It's
after.
delicious. It's like bacon. It's a
Pig loaf.
bacon
Oh,
wrapped
God.
pig loaf.
I love it.
Sweet.
You smashed his head with an axe and it turned into a bacon wrap.
I'm a chef.
He had a bacon tumor.
My stomach growls again.
Bacon.
You're on the ground just like, dude.
Okay, this guy rolls to attack Andrew on the ground, and he rolls a 6, so he misses, and yeah, he buries his axe in the ground, but he's not deterred in any way. So yeah,
Wait, this guy's attacking?
yeah, but he missed, so you're fine. Next, this guy, he's on the ground, so he gets a -2 to his roll, but he rolls to just kind of stab you. And he's
While
on the
I'm
ground.
wussed on the ground.
yeah, to like reach out. Yeah, he's like cha 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 cha. Sweet. He does stab you. It's an 18. So yeah, he
It's a
rolls
D4?
yeah, D4. So he rolls a D4 of damage to you, and it's a 1.
All right.
He does 1 damage to you.
Like cuts your arm a little bit.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a. Darwin, it's your turn.
All right. So he does that, and I'm pissed. I want to turn into a snake and just bite him in the face.
Okay.
Like a poisonous
Roll
snake.
to turn into a snake.
15. So,
Nice.
King Cobra.
Shift as intended.
Okay, so what do you shift into?
A
Describe it.
rattlesnake.
Can you describe the process?
Yeah, so I like curl up into like the fetal position, and then I just like basically just.
King Cobra.
You could do better than a rattlesnake, but okay.
I can't be that big.
King Cobra.
I mean, yeah, you
Rattlesnakes are pretty.
could get something more poisonous.
It's true.
All right, well he's a rattlesnake.
I'm a rattlesnake, and I can do that.
Awesome.
I'm just saying.
And
I feel
then
like
I
you're
want
limiting
to
yourself
lunge
here.
at him and bite him like square in the face.
Sweet. Okay, so you roll for damage. What do you roll when
So
you
since
are?
is that a small? That's probably a small creature, right?
Yeah.
All right, so that's a D6.
Okay.
Oh, a 5.
Fine. Also roll for attacking him. I'm sorry.
I
Roll for
Oh.
attacking. A
Oh.
1. A crit fail. Is that a 1?
Yeah.
That's a 1.
Oh,
God.
Bit himself.
Andrew, you're getting boned in this battle, man. So
Serious.
yeah, you bite yourself. You go to like bite him, and you're confused.
You
in
mistake
some
your
way.
tail for him.
Alright.
Yeah,
so
trying to
that's
bite
5
the dude's
damage.
foot.
So you do 5 damage to yourself, and you're also going to take 1 ongoing damage because you specified that you were a poisonous snake. So that sucks. So yeah, that's your turn, man. I'm sorry. That sucks. Okay, Charles, it's your turn.
I scramble to my feet and check to make sure nobody saw that and or is laughing at me.
And they are. They're
I'm
laughing.
laughing.
Oh, there are some people laughing.
This whole bar that's been watching, and
Oh,
even the
wow.
bartender is like,
Oh, okay.
My beard is
I'm
swaying
probably
back and
blushing
forth.
right now. I'm gonna blow it off like it didn't happen. And I'm gonna run in there with my knives.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stab this dude who's still standing.
Okay.
All right.
So do that.
Wait.
Pop the fence, or you attempt to.
Oh, I have to. Yeah.
Yeah, roll it successful. Cool. So you get.
I trip over this fence.
You trip over the fence and you fall down again.
Noble warriors.
All right.
Fighting for
That's
their-
your turn. Brimlock, please end this battle, man.
Oh my god. Okay, so I come
This guy's
down.
at full health, guys.
Yeah. Oh, he's got
Still on the
but
ground,
he's
though.
incapacitated.
Yeah,
so,
he's
so
incapacitated.
I want to hack at the guy who isn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you turn your axe to him.
Yeah, yeah. Only
All
because that guy's got to take this turn to get up. So.
Sweet, go for it.
Roll 13.
13,
So I hit
sweet,
him
plus
as
your
a
damage
hundred.
modifier, or
Plus
plus your,
one.
plus 1.
So
Okay.
that's a
Alright,
4.
that's 4 damage. That guy, describe how you hit him.
All right. So I actually hack at his leg to try and get him to fall,
Sweet.
so that he won't be able to, keep going. So swing at his leg. I
Sweet.
don't hack it off, but I.
No, you do.
Take-
You
yeah,
sever
you
it
think so?
straight off,
All right, sweet.
and you
sever
cut into
that.
his second leg a little bit.
Oh,
and
sweet.
and it's spurting so much that he falls over and he's dead. Too.
Oh, sweet. Oh, awesome.
Is he also meatloaf?
No,
No.
he has like a cake inside. No,
My
he has
stomach
chocolate
growls.
blood.
Each one of them is just
It's
like,
a different food.
oh, Candyland.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's-
it's like fun.
And he's like,
Pig cake.
he does. It's a pig.
My stomach growls a little bit.
Stop.
This guy, the last dude, he sees that you have killed his friends, so he gets up and he's pissed. So he brandishes his knife. He pulls out a second knife too. Of course. Because he's pissed. He's in a rage and he gets a +2. So here we go. He gets a +2 to his rolls. He gets 2 knives and he's gonna go for Deshawn. For Brimlock. He's gonna attack him. And he does a 3.
Oh, praise.
Misses.
Wow, these guys suck. So he trips over Andrew, and he's right next.
I did something.
So he's right next to this guy's dead corpse that smells oddly of cake.
Now he thinks, I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, and his stomach rumbles.
We're fighting. Why am I the only person fighting?
All we did was drink. I say in my snake tongue.
Yeah, it is Darwin's turn.
Fuck yeah, I'm gonna bite him.
All right,
He's
bite
still
him.
snake.
Bite his ass.
Alright.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
6.
6 plus what? You got a pluses?
I mean, what would a snake? Probably dexterity, so it'd probably be a 5.
All right, and you know what? The light is kind of in his eyes. He gets a -2 against him. So like people, he is so prone that like he gets like a plus. Everybody who rolls against him gets a +2. So what does that put you at?
So that's still an 8.
So that's an 8 plus anything?
No.
Damn.
Try.
You try. Here's this gift.
I missed.
So you miss, but like you do distract him a little bit, and he's like, "What?"
How long does my poisoning of myself last?
It lasts until the end of the
Wait,
account.
would that even affect its own snake?
Yes. So but you do kind of like lash out to this guy, and like you kind of like go in front of him a little bit, and he's like, "What's that?" And he's kind of like, "Oh," he's kind of stupid. He's a pig though, so he's like,
With
And,
the sun in his eyes.
yeah. And so now everybody against him gets a +3.
Okay.
Plus your additional one.
Thank you for the help, Noah.
No problem. You guys need it.
I'm still gonna roll a 1.
Charles, it's your
I
turn.
once again scramble to my feet and look around for people who may have thought that this was funny.
This time, all of these guys, they're just drunkenly just like dying. They're all
Alright.
like, ah.
Oh, of laughter?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna remember that.
Okay.
I remember that for later.
Even the bartender, he's like, oh god, I need another drink.
I
And
remember.
he pours a drink for himself.
I give him the finger.
All right,
Before I
and
continue.
he remembers that. He's kind of pissed off, and he chugs the rest of the
Good.
Roll to give him the
Good.
finger.
All right, so what are you doing? Hold on, describe your action.
Oh, I was just gonna go up and stab him.
Okay.
This guy, the guy.
You're gonna
like,
stab this guy.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you get a +3.
The last
because-
guy who's alive.
Yeah. So you get a +3 because.
So I get a 12 then.
Yeah.
For once.
Sweet.
No.
Oh wait,
13.
plus whatever.
Plus 1.
Is that a 6 or a 9?
It's 9.
That's a 9. Okay,
So
sweet.
13.
13. Great. So that hits, and you do 1d4 of damage.
Yeah.
That's very good.
It's a 4 damage. Sweet.
Oh, praise.
Wow, I didn't expect this to take so long. I gotta think about that.
Edit.
Not edit, but
No, yeah.
when I make more campaign. Sweet. Okay, so so you make it a tower.
Wait, so you stabbed him for 4 damage. What'd you do?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just stabbed him on the ground.
Okay.
Like right in his back.
I just kind of, I see him on the ground.
With both knives?
With both knives. I'm just like, in the most fearsome way I can. I just take both hands and I jab him sharply down into his back. Is he laying on his?
Yeah, he is. And you kind of like, one goes into like his shoulder, and one just kind of goes like into his side. But he's a pig guy, so it doesn't hurt that bad. He's kind of like fat. It doesn't hit any arteries or anything.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay, cool.
All right, Deshawn.
All right, sweet. So I'm going to roll to finish this guy off.
Sweet.
Yeah, and you said it's a +3.
Yep, +3.
Sweet.
18. Okay, sweet. So yeah,
21.
you do.
So
21.
That
do I
doubles.
kill this guy or
Think again.
do I double
Yeah,
damage?
if it's over 20, let's say if it's over 20, then it doubles your damage. So
All
roll
right,
a
sweet.
d8.
So double roll.
Yep.
All right. Please.
One.
1
And second one is
it's gonna be a 1. Oh, 6. So 7 damage.
Sweet.
I kill him.
So
Please.
he is dead.
Oh, sweet.
So can you just describe how he
All
dies?
right. So I come down, right down his rib cage, and I just
Sweet.
all
And
the way
as
down,
you do,
chop him open.
it's just a rack of ribs.
My stomach growls.
You realize that this guy, his what pumps through his veins is just barbecue sauce. And like,
The growling intensifies.
Yeah.
Or my axe turns people into food.
that's super funny. I
It's
love
the
that.
chef's axe.
That's amazing. Yes, it does. Yes, if you kill somebody with the axe, it turns them into food.
Now, is that like
Yeah.
HP reviving food too?
Yeah.
Why not?
Fuck.
Just like, I mean, very minutely. And you can heal HP.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll call it the ravenous axe.
Oh my god, that's great. The ravenous axe.
So is battle over? Can we
Oh,
like
So
say
yeah,
it.
the
Thank
battle is
God.
over.
you take my
Took way
hand.
longer than I thought. These guys are just kind of still giggling, and they just go back to doing whatever. They're just kind of like riff-raff. Yeah. Sweet. So,
Falling over.
yeah, you guys can do whatever you want.
Alright, I'm gonna like, okay guys, huddle up, I'll heal us.
Alright, so you do like a
Alright.
group heal on
Yeah.
top of this guy's corpse. Do you eat any of the stuff?
I was there. I want that cake. I'm not a meat eater, but I'll eat that cake.
I definitely
Alright.
want to eat that.
Is
rack
it
of
still
ribs.
meat if it came from meat, even though it got magically turned into cake?
Oh no, it's still meat.
Oh, I can't eat that.
Wait, are you vegetarian?
Yeah, I'm super vegetarian.
A super
I
vegetarian.
turned into animals, bro.
It's not vegan, it's super vegetarian.
So yeah, I guess I'll just do like a group heal thing.
Sweet.
As many turns as it takes to heal that. So I guess heal it up.
Alright, yeah, so everybody's healed back to full health. You guys eat some of these corpses on the ground that happen to have turned into, buffet items. And,
My stomach growling subsides.
sweet. And
Thank
because of that,
For now.
they don't have any loot on them since they did turn into food. So
Oh,
all of their
so-
normal loot would be gone.
So why did we let you kill them?
So so their bodies kind of just you devour them and yeah. There is 50 coins. Deshawn, you don't have any coins yet, so there is 50 gold pieces just kind of slapped on the side of the fence,
Yeah,
and
sweet.
like, so you can go pick those up.
So I'll take some of that, yeah.
Sweet.
I
So
hit
you
with
take
that.
those. Sweet. So now everybody has 50 gold, right?
Yeah.
Glasses.
Now this guy is still like he's knocked out cold.
Say like, we need to figure out where my book is.
Okay.
Oh, I want to check him for money.
Okay. So you pat him down.
Yeah, I mean, means to an end. You know
Roll
what
a
I'm saying?
d20.
Roll a d20. And it's perception, and I get nothing extra. So. Woo. 8.
All right. It's an 8. You get nothing extra. So you find like 5 gold pieces.
Alright,
Can I do perception to kind of check him out? Too?
Sweet.
See if he knows anything. If there's like a map of like where this boss.
he's
might
knocked
be.
out, isn't he?
14 plus my 5 perception, so it's 14.
You check him over, and you see that like he's a pig man, and you can see
It's definitely a picnic, guys.
I can turn him into cake.
he's wearing like this like vest, kind of like a biker vest, right? And you kind of like on the inside pocket, you pull out this map, and it's kind of like this map of this underground grungy part of the city, and you realize that like there's like one building that's like kind of highlighted and like looks like it's like highlighted in red, and yeah, and it has like a couple other buildings on it, but they're like really far away. Also, you realize that like this guy had a weakness. You can look over his body, and you can tell that like he's kind of passed out on the ground, but he's still half conscious, and so he's kind of like shifted over from his back, so he's no longer lying on his back, and like that's kind of how he's resting throughout this whole battle. And you can tell that like he's making a point not to sit on his tail. All right. So sweet. What do you guys do?
Alright.
Hold on. First,
So
you
I
guys
don't-
probably want to introduce
Exactly.
yourself.
I was gonna say, you guys don't know me.
Yeah, no,
You guys
I
just
don't.
fought with me.
I was gonna say, you're a pretty good fighter.
Well, thank you. No help from you guys at all.
Well,
whatsoever.
I would have helped, this place doesn't have a very good line of sight for me. Don't just me, alright?
The only time.
And I healed you for some points of damage,
Yeah, and
I
you know
fixed
what?
you up
I
afterwards.
contributed to I stabbed that guy. If you're going to judge me, you know what? We were even going to ask you on this beautiful adventure.
Adventure?
Yeah, we had a great a thing lined up. There's this big. We have a thing. There's a big thing in the woods. And you know we were going to invite you along. But now if you're going to be a jerk about this,
Going to invite. Is there
Charles,
money involved?
it's okay.
Is there money involved?
well,
I think yes.
yes.
1/3 of what we get.
All right, so
Half.
the bartender kind of hears you like talking a little bit,
Half.
and he comes out from across the bar and is like, "Hey, you guys were killing people in my bar, and frankly, I don't like the look of it, okay?" And he kind of knows these guys too, so they're like, "All right, you boys need to leave. You boys need to leave. Leave the corpses on the ground. What you did not eat of the corpses, you fuckers." And they kind of like push you towards the door.
Okay.
Can I try and convince them to let us stay? Can I roll
yeah.
I want to because I like this bar.
Uh-huh.
I showed my heroism here.
It's very hip.
Yeah.
Your heroism.
10. So these guys are
Plus,
pretty.
I have a charisma modifier.
All right, what's your charisma modifier?
-1.
4.
Minus
4.
one.
So it's a -1, so it's a 9. So you don't succeed, and there's like they kind of almost want to like believe you, but then they're like, "No, man, just get out. Can you just leave? You just like we're just trying to have a drink, and you guys just came in here and killed all these pig men. Why?" So you guys are out here on the city streets, on the cobblestone city streets, and with that, I think we're gonna end episode 1. Thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, if you guys like what you're seeing, and you like all these goofy costumes and these dudes here,
I hate it. I hate it.
leave a like or leave a
I
dislike.
got this hat too.
Leave a dislike and tell us what we're doing wrong if you think we're doing something extremely wrong, because I feel like this is very janky because it's episode 1. And we don't know what this is yet, so we're finding that. And come along on this journey with us. It's going to be a party. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Deuce.